good in like a minute. Good in like a minute. Yep, so you should be good. Here, I'll send you the link so you can just hop it.
Where do I
Try that.
go? Oh,
Click the link in the chat.
all right. So now, oh yeah, can you?
What's up?
I'm gonna get on YouTube.
Yeah, as long as you're in your account, just click that link I dropped in the chat and it should take you right to it and then just hit manage and that should ping it for you.
All right, sorry, I forgot.
No, you're good. So you're in your YouTube account right now. Click the thing in the chat that I just dropped. If you click that, you go to manage video.
Yeah, I see it here.
Yep.
So now I need to go to it. Want real time? Do I want my free?
Just don't forget to republish it. There's going to be like a privacy thing.
I need to get Mitch, my assistant, to start doing this. We'll probably have to walk her through the steps. Do I
Yeah.
have any?
Let me see.
But we need to get some. We need to get some thumbnails.
Yeah, I have to get Joey on them. I told you. We're submitting them. We just kind of had to deal with Roger's little project. So, the hell?
All right. Let me. Am I live now or no?
Yeah. Let me refresh just to make sure that you changed it from unlisted. It's
Oh,
still
I know it.
listed. Do you want me to do that real quick or do you got it?
Hold on.
Okay.
Um, oh, I see it here. Yeah, we should probably walk Mitch through all this in a
Yeah.
bit.
Okay.
And like, especially once we get like a hand, like a few, like a dozen or so thumbnails,
Mm-hmm.
that'll be good.
Okay.
Because she's
That works.
already sending me like titles of what's happening in the market.
Oh, perfect. Then
But
yeah, what I can also do to make it easier, I have this set as like a reoccurring for us because it's easy, but I can make it so it's daily. That way every day she can just hit edit on Zoom and then change the title and then hit start and it will change that title. I'll show you guys how to do everything and we can kind of figure out the best way.
okay, let me see
Okay,
if I go here.
that works. Let me see if you're currently live. Um, 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 um.
I think so. I think I just have to share it.
Perfect. Let's see. Mm, no? Are you?
Oh, it says private. It says private.
Oh, yeah, you have to go make it public. You just hit the wrong button. Here. I think I'm on your channel. I can go, yeah. I can go snag that real quick. Let me just,
I think I click private.
yeah, you click private. I can fix that though. Give me like 40 seconds. I'm on that
Next,
right now. Oh, you did. Cool. She
next,
is
what I'm gonna do is,
nice AI thumbnail.
I know I just stole it.
Okay.
So, that screen share is super small.
Yeah, it's like rectangle.
Yeah, I wonder if I do this, will this make it bigger? Wow, it's still a rectangle. Because I have a monitor. I just got a new monitor that's a rectangle. Or like
Oh, so yeah, it's gonna stay rectangle.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's not too bad, but go to your chart real quick.
I just did. Oh no. The charts are doing the same.
Yeah, the trading exchange.
Let me if I go
Um,
here.
hmm. What
This
you
is
can do when you go under settings, like under your share, you can do share portion of screen and not your whole screen. But I think you already have that.
well,
Wow.
I just did. I just shared this window. Oh shit, I need to post it on.
Yeah, I think we're troubleshooting. Um, Let me send your link real quick on one click for you. What is this called? Stockomania Daily?
Yeah, it's still only showing a little bit of the screen. It's so weird.
It is, yeah. Is it like, do you want me to like research your monitor settings for you? If you just send me the monitor?
Let me try this.
Okay.
What if I do like all of this? Let's see now. All right, I just did like a big part of the screen.
Oh, let me see. On Zoom, it looks good. Let me give YouTube a second to update because YouTube. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it looks a whole lot better.
Okay, good.
It still like has some slight cutoff because I can see your little YouTube. Yep, there you go. But yeah, it looks good. Um, People may complain it's a little bit fuzzy, but I think that's just Zoom settings. I'll work with Jono and Dittman when Dittman comes back to figure
Yeah,
out
it
what's
is
up with that.
fuzzy.
I don't
That
know what's up with it. It looks like your auto is 720. That might just be the settings on your YouTube or your Zoom, but we'll look around with it. And it looks like we
I
had some people in the chat.
yeah, I think it's I can't up it on YouTube. So I think on Zoom it goes to 720.
Weird. I'll look into it because I think Roger has a higher one, but I think he has a weird account that we set up for him. I'll
Yeah,
figure
well,
it out.
everyone he gets all the perks. I'm the redheaded stepchild, the bastard. They hate me, but they can't fire me because I make too much money.
Yeah, that's it.
I really
Um,
can't. I would just go to another pub and you know, so I can't really get fired. But anyhow, all
Anywho,
right.
good morning, everybody.
Are we live?
You are live. You got some people watching. You got 113 people on YouTube right now.
No.
Um, Let me hit your live chat for you. And yeah, guys, we like you probably just heard, we're gonna look into why it's being so fuzzy and weird. So if you guys can just put up with it for the next day or two, hopefully we get it resolved sometime this week. There we
Yeah.
go.
Good XSP morning. I know. I know, right? It's the only stock that matters in the whole entire market, right? It really is the best stock. Um, so you might be wondering, why am I just selling vol? I mean, it's really why. Nothing else is really moving. Um, but let's get into it. I think we have the screen.
Yeah, you are all good.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try to fix the YouTube. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Mitch, my assistant, if you're not part of the Telegram, it's free. We'll start posting the link So you could join Telegram if you're not. Good morning. All right, let's get into it. There's really not much today. I mean, I hate to be a Debbie Downer. We got like Chewy and stuff like that. Um, GameStop, all that kind of jazz. But really, the only thing I'm looking at is Netflix and banks. But let's get into what happened. Pre-market, not much. Flat as a pancake. Tesla, if you sold premium, you should be getting rewarded. I was thinking of doing the 300 305 bear call spread. Probably should have. But it's so late in the day. Bitcoin's up. Woohoo. No one's really in Bitcoin anymore. Everyone lost all their money. So it probably moves higher. It's the max pain is higher. It's good for tech. But yeah, nothing even in the analyst upgrades. SMMT, GLBE upgraded. I mean, not much. Earnings. The only thing that really moved was Chewy and the GameStop. And let's pull up those real quick. No Zoom link. We're only on YouTube. So Chewy's bid, it's up about $2. What was the implied move? 280. Oh wow. About a one lot of the 36 calls for shoots and giggles. So Chewy's up a little bit. Needs a little bit more, to be honest with you. And then the game junk is up. They're in Bitcoin. That should end well. Was up. Wow. And now it came right back down. So premium sellers are really going to make money in GameStop. The 29 calls were 45 cents and the stock is at 28. Wow. So if you bought calls, you'll probably lose money. If you sold premium, make money. Wow. What a nasty reversal in GameStop, huh? Wow, that was nasty. So I did get a new layout, so pardon me if my computer's all messed up. I got a new screen attached. But I do like this Netflix. Really the only thing I really care for. Netflix, and let's pull up the flow. You're gonna have to be a little bit of a big dog to trade it though. No no little boys can get in Netflix unless you spread it out. But Netflix, we saw some good flow yesterday. Um, really the past week. We saw some weekly 1000s. Good Lord. Uh, and the next week 990s. I like those better just because Netflix is what today? Down a buck. Even if the stock was flat, the weekly calls would probably be down about 20%. The weekly 1000s are 1070. So they'll probably open up around 8.5, $8 or so. So you could, if you want to be a day trader or hold them, or not really day trade, hold them for night or two. I prefer going out to next week. Probably wrap that baby up, warp it up. The implied move for Netflix, though, get this, is $23. And that's cheap. 36 vol is cheap for Netflix. Wow. I mean, if you think about it, though, that's a 2% move. So not much, actually. So Netflix, all eyes on you. You know, it kind of reminds me of Facebook the other day. Remember Facebook had this huge run up the past couple sessions. And now it's I mean, look at all these calls in Facebook. Y'all been hitting it too. Those weekly 610s crushed it. 2.5 million. Wow. So you got opportunity. I just wish there was more volatility. Oh, Don, you're in Netflix. Good work. So this is a little concerning, and we'll look at XXP here in a minute. But this is a little concerning here in the VIX. I mean, ideally, we hit this top and then faded, kind of upside down V, right? Look at this. So if you inverse the VIX, it's a perfect V. And I was talking with Graham. Y'all know Graham? He lost a lot of money recently. So send Graham your condolences. He lost over six figures, I hear. I took a beating trying to call the bottom. So if we look at the VIX, a lot of people will say, 15, here we come. The market can rally if the VIX goes up. So all the VIX does is measure the price of SPX options. So you would think, okay, Lance, if the VIX goes back down to 15, won't the market go to new highs? No, the market can still go. We could have the VIX go up sideways, and the market can actually still go up. What we really want, ideally, is we want some juicy premiums. And if you've been trading XXP or SPX, pick your poison. Just don't do the SPY. I mean, you can, but your accountant's going to hate you. You could see the move today is not that big. We've been contracting. And you can look at, even if you want to look at an ATR, you could see we're starting to get in a tighter range, right? We're not having these big moves anymore. So therefore, and this is sadly, I mean, it's okay for us, really. But when we start trading, we're only looking at, let's look at the E-minis. And if you don't want to do the XPX or XXP, you can always do the E-minis. Feel free. Um, today, March 25th. Here we go. We're only looking at 580.30. And you could always do the options on futures as well. If we add these up, the at the money straddle 14 plus, let's just say 14. We're only looking at about a 28-point move. So that's under $3 for the XXP. You're trading SPX about 30 handles. So therefore, you're not going to get as much premium, but it's okay. So like today, we'd probably have to do the 575, 574 credit spread. Probably right around that range. You're doing the SPX. And I would say if you're doing over a 50 lot, do the SPX just for, save commissions. Well, might as well save some money. So that would be the SPX about the 555, 5755. Maybe if we gap down the 5750, buy the 5745. And just if you do SPX, try to get it at about $1. We did run a study. Jeremy ran a study. Oh, I got my cleaner here. And actually, Jeremy, I don't know if you're on the mic. Do you want to go over the study real quick? Do you want to go over the study? I gotta go downstairs for 1 second. Here, let me see if I can pull it up here. We got a study. All right. Let's see if Jeremy can go over the study. Jeremy, are you on here?
Come on, I'm trying.
Oh,
Hello?
perfect.
Can you
All
hear
right,
me?
give me like 2 minutes. Everyone, welcome Jeremy. He's going to go over the study from XXP.
All right, everyone can hear me?
Yes.
All right, excellent. So this was just a quick look back. We took the past, about 1 month, and we took a look at how the bear put spread and bear call spread would play out just over the past, was it 20, 22 trading days. So it looks like over the past month, the bull put spread had a 77% win rate, and there you go. The bear call spread had a 68% win rate. So this was just starting both of them right after the 30-minute opening bell. That's when I took this snapshot here. So there's some other statistics down here at the bottom that may or may not provide some value for you guys out there. So if the open was green after the first 30 minutes, 10 out of the 17 worked, and even if the open was red after the first 30-minute candle, 7 of those. So it seemingly shows us that it really doesn't matter too much about that first 30 minutes, because 17 out of the 22 still came back in our favor for the bull put spreads. For the bear call spreads, 15 came back as favorable for us. So it really goes to show you that selling that premium off the open works out pretty well. So even, I didn't keep track of the statistics, but throughout the day, several of the positions, the put side and the call side, they were in trouble throughout the day. But it seems as though the market didn't really make too much movement from beginning to close. They closed relatively similar to the open. So even though there was a lot of intraday action up and down, at the end of the day, the overwhelming majority of these trades would have been successful for the past month. Can't see any questions. If there's any questions, let me know. I might be able to address those for you guys. Let's see. Well, just for the who is that? Gaston. So just for this particular example, I just took how a snapshot after the first 30 minutes of trading happened. So I would say you want to get your trade in here within that first 30 minutes. See any other questions here? So yeah, it could be. You could double dip on the iron condors. Yeah, absolutely. You have a little more loss, but at the end of the day, it's what, 68% versus 77%. So more often than not, you're going to succeed on both sides of that. Let's see, anything else now? One of those days, the Iron Condor started off like was looking like it was going to lose on the put side, and then it went up to look like it was going to lose on the call side, and then it closed essentially at the open. So there could be a little extra anxiety throughout the day, but if you sit tight, looks like you're going to be able to pull through on both of those. Of the trade and when to do the callers put spread. Oh, just within that first 30 minutes, or shortly after that first 30 minutes is when you're going to want to get into this. especially if the market moves in one direction right away. They were profitable over 22 days. Yeah, it looks like the put side was about 77% profitable, and the call side was about 68% profitable. So both were worked out pretty well.
So basically what the math shows, and this is from what, beginning of the year, Jeremy?
I only went back like 20 some odd trading days because of the think back wasn't giving us all the information we need. So this was just manually checking the conditions every day after that first 30 minutes.
Perfect. So also too, gang, you have to figure the past 22 days have been, the craziest market, right? It's been if we go back to 22 days, that was, let's just say the beginning of March, where the market went straight down and rallied a little bit. So actually selling bull put credit spreads, despite the market crashing, had a higher win rate than selling bear call spreads. And the reason, and I'm sure Jeremy went over it, basically the market, despite the gap downs, would usually rally back to break even, or not back to break even, back to the opening levels. So the market, no matter what happened in the trading day, the market would seem to go right back to where we open. And if you look at, let's say, yesterday, for example, just pull up the SPX on yesterday. This is kind of what I mean. So you can see, and this is a good study too, the ATR. So we opened here. Look where we closed. Right? So from open to close, where we open is where we close. The biggest intraday moves, and this is why I like to wait to that 10 a.m., usually is going to happen in that first 30 minutes of the day. So let's say 10 a.m. And you see the ATR, it's the average true range. Look how big it is. And then as the ATR expands, volatility is going to expand. And then as the market stops expanding, you see as it contracts, as price just kind of goes back to the open. So when we're trading volatility, let's add implied vol. Ideally, you want to sell vol at its highest point, and look where that is, 10 a.m. See that? 10 a.m. Vol is at its highest point, so that was here. So whether actually you did bear call spreads or bull put credit spreads, because a lot of y'all emailed me saying, hey, Lance, I did a bull put credit spread yesterday. That's fine. In fact, even doing an iron condor is fine. You can see that we sell the peak vol, even though the market went up a little bit, it didn't matter because vol went lower. So when you're selling volatility or you're selling premium, you want to sell high IV, high implied vol, and have it go down. Have volatility decrease, meaning the price of options will decrease. So you want to sell the expensive options and then ideally buy them back cheaper, or since we're doing SPX and XSP, which is the 1/10 of SPX, there's no assignment. You don't have to buy it back if you don't want. There's no stock risk, unlike SPY. So when you're trading, most people, right? Most people are going to try to trade SPY, day trade it, right? And let's look at the master indicator using it yesterday. And I'm not telling you don't trade SPY or trade I would prefer the E-mini futures, but you really only had an opportunity here for, let's just say, a point. And the rest of the day, I mean, if you want to scalp, go ahead, but I personally would not try to scalp a market that is just going back to the open. Like, here's the open and here's the close. You know, do you really want to risk a 0 DTE option to make 5, 10%? And when you're wrong, you're going to lose 30, 40, 50%. That is very difficult to do because you need to get direction right, which is hard because the market is, as we see, directionless. You need to get time right because time is against you. And then volatility is also against you as volatility decreases, as we just saw. When you're selling XSP or SPX, because you want to get the tax advantages, A, direction is meaningless. Nothing, because you don't care as long as it stays within the market maker's range. So today that will be about 2 points, 2 to 3 points, or 20 to 30 on the SPX. You have time working with you. So I put the trade on around 10, and within an hour or two, I entered here, it went higher, then it went lower. I was up 50%. And then as time goes on, it closed out 100% because we did nothing. But you also get volatility. As volatility contracts, that's on your advantage too. So during the current market, and ideally we have a higher VIX, that would be even better. It's just something that's not so difficult. I don't want to say not so difficult to do. It's just, why not try to have the house's edge? Does that make sense? Why not trade instead of, playing blackjack? Why not try to be the dealer, like a market maker? Why not try to be the dealer instead of being the, the player? And remember, market makers win a majority of the time. And they created, and if you're wondering why did they create these products, so yeah, we're looking just shy of about a 30-point move. So that would be about a little less than 3 points on XXP or 30 in SPX. So now with the 0 DT options, the reason they created them is because they've realized they can make more money, more volume, more contracts. It's like a gold mine for them. And the beauty of XXP, so if you want to trade SPX, which is mostly an institutional product, right? You're not going to, retail traders aren't, it's kind of like Berkshire. You're not going to get a $5,000 product. With the new introduction of XXP, which is the E-mini, it's 1/10 the size. Now, if you have a smaller account, you can do this where you don't need to be an institution with SPX. So that's the beauty of it. So that's just a big perk that recently happened in the markets here. What we do have going on, and Mitch, can you post the Telegram link? At 10 a.m., I'll be live with Sarah. We got warped options. I know a lot of y'all have emailed me. And I've been very, very selective, I will admit, because the win rate has been so good. I don't want to ruin it. I do put my own money on the line. Thank you. So I want to protect my money. And that will be at 10 a.m. If you are a member, feel free to come. It will be a webinar, a slide deck webinar, though. If you aren't a member, I think there's an opportunity with a good sale to sign up. And we will be doing a trade, hopefully within the first 30 minutes of the day. Me and Jeremy will be looking. But I've been very selective of it because the track record, and these are real trades, not back tested, real trades, own money on the line, have been so darn good. And we aim for about 50%. That's the goal. So we will be hunting right at the market opened for it. And you might see some names we talked about today. Maybe some of these big boys and girls. So be on the lookout for it. And I'll see y'all in about 30 minutes. Come get the details for the new trade alert. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. Make sure to hit the like button too. Oh, we got the open. Ooh, joy. Ooh, can we get a little sell-off? Deanna, can you close down the